Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be an autumn wish list. I have seen this trend going around on social media, but I thought I would do a proper sit down video and go through the things that are on my personal wish list for autumn. I always like to watch these videos, so I thought that I would film one myself. There are going to be some really big autumnal fashion hauls upcoming. I have already got them sort of in the pipeline, but do let me know what sort of hauls you guys want to see. Do you want to see Zara, H&M, Primark? Are there any other shops that you'd like to see what's in store? And I will look to get those in the diary for filming as well. So those will be upcoming. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so let's get into the wish list. Up on my wish list is a cream Longchamp Le Pliage bag. If you've seen any of my vlogs, you know how much I adore the Le Pliage bags, in particular the large size. I find them such a fantastic work bag. They fit a laptop, they don't weigh anything, so they're great for travel, so you don't add any extra sort of weight to your shoulder. You can pop them over your shoulder easily. Also fold up, as in the name, so you can take them away with you and then use them when you're away. They are just so versatile. I do have a review on my channel of a couple of the Le Pliage bags. I have the rucksack and the navy Le Pliage. I'm looking for the cream because I feel like cream and tan are just the most perfect colours to mix into sort of a capsule wardrobe. Neutral colours, cream, I feel like creams and brown just go beautifully together during the autumnal period as well. So I definitely have that on my list, as I will be popping pictures on screen for you to have a look at, and also I'll pop links in the description box to all of the items below as well. So I do have their cream rucksack actually, so I really do love that. So I'm going to get that to show you. I just think the colours are so beautiful and will just go with everything. They're about £110, but I feel like the cost per wear on these bags are really incredible. They are definitely my most used bags. I've noticed quite a few of the shops doing dupes though, so if you don't want to spend £100 or over, I've seen quite a few dupes. I've even seen them in Primark, a similar sort of style of thing, so there's definitely some dupes to be had if that was what you were looking for. Next up are some ballet flats, and I'm not talking just any ballet flats, I'm talking specifically ballet flats that look like ballet shoes. These are very much a trending item ever since the Miu Miu ballet flats, and I'm going to pop those on screen because in an ideal world I feel like those are the ones that I want, but they are over £700, and I feel like for a trend item that's a little bit too much, because eventually it will just be, they will, I feel, look dated, these ballerina style shoes. But I have seen some beautiful ones in Marks and Spencer's and in Zara. Those are the two nicest ones that I've seen so far, so I think I'll be picking up some of those. I think they look beautiful, styled with like some tapered trousers for work. I think you could dress them up obviously with dresses, floaty kind of tutu skirts, sheared skirts, nice maxi dresses. The thing about a ballet flat is they're just such a versatile shoe. I don't think they're necessarily great for the winter time, just because you're generally in boots or thicker sort of Uggs and things like that at that time, and I know I definitely am. But in this transitional period, in the autumnal period, and then as we come back into spring next year, I feel they're a great shoe to have. And they're also great for work because they're flat, so I love to wear flat shoes to work, and I can feel comfortable walking in them if I want to have a walk around at lunchtime. I'm not really a tottering around in heels type of person, but I do have some comfy heels, but they're sort of generally confined to the office only, and then I will switch to flat shoes. So yeah, ballerina style shoes, highly trending, definitely on my agenda. This kind of colour would be beautiful. This cardigan is from Primark. It was about £20 and I absolutely love it. It's so cosy and warm, and I just love the colour, this rose pink. I think it's beautiful and very elegant. If you're looking for some more, I suppose, wearable ballet flats, Vivaia do a gorgeous pair. They are right here because I've literally just washed them. These are completely machine washable, these pumps, which I think is just so clever. So the beautiful ribbon detail. They're like a trainer ballet shoe hybrid. I wear these all the time. I wore them yesterday in the rain and they got covered in mud. because it was raining. So I popped them in the washing machine. They've come out absolutely perfect. And when I say these are the comfiest shoes you'll ever wear, I'm not joking you. Also, if you want to take flats to work, they're completely foldable. So I did work with Vivaia quite a while ago now. If my discount code is still valid, I'll pop it in the description box. I'm not sure it is, but they usually tend to have discount codes running on the website anyway, but I would definitely check them out. They are a higher price point than M&S, H&M, that sort of thing, but I feel the quality's there, and they have some really unique features, like for example being able to just chuck them in the washing machine, being foldable. Okay, so next up, let's stick with a kind of Miu Miu vibe, because I feel like that brand is just trending in general. People are kind of obsessed with it at the moment, and I see why. It's so feminine but cool at the same time. So next up on my wish list are the Miu Miu suede trainers. Now, like the ballet flats, I feel like they are a trendy item, so potentially they can look dated, but I don't think these would look as dated as the ballet shoe trend, because they're essentially a trainer, a slim trainer. They say Miu Miu on them, and for that you're paying hundreds of pounds more. So I have been on the lookout for something that has the vibe but doesn't have the price point. I've seen some gorgeous brown suede trainers at Adidas. ASOS have some at the moment in stock in most sizes. I'll pop those on screen and in the description box, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy those to have a look at. So those will be an upcoming vlog or fashion video. Beautiful brown suede with cream laces. They've also got brown and yellow and brown and pink, I think. So quite a few nice colour combinations. But yeah, the Miu Miu ones are just gorgeous. They're like very Pinterest, very, you know, influencer style. I just think they look so chic. And I love a slim trainer like that, because you can wear them with skirts and dresses and they don't look out of place. I wear them with wide leg trousers to work. I feel like if you have an office where you're allowed to wear sort of smartish trainers, it goes nicely, it's comfortable, but you've got that kind of combination between corporate and casual. It gives a more cool look. So I do love wearing trainers in that way. I only actually have one pair of kind of casual trainers, which are the Adidas Spezials in the cream and black, which are a gorgeous pair of trainers, so comfortable, and the colours go with everything. My other trainers are, I have the Chloe lace trainers, which are not very practical for the rainy season and really uncomfortable. So if you were thinking about buying those, I would just think about the comfort. I probably will do a review of those on my channel actually, because they are such beautiful trainers, but oh my gosh, do they hurt. I'm definitely in the market for a really nice autumnal pair of trainers. As I say, again, with other things like ballet flats, for example, there is a limited amount of time that you can wear things like that because of the wet and rainy weather, especially if you're in the UK or if you're also in a country like that. But you know, springtime, transitional seasons, autumn, I think they look so gorgeous styled up, and then you get the comfort and style at the same time, which is definitely what I'm here for. Okay, next up, it's kind of on the same wavelength, I suppose, a suede pair of ballet flats. I have a pair to show you from Zara, which I love. They're real suede, $49.99, but they were inspired by, again, the Miu Miu suede ballet flats, which I just think are beautiful. I think they're classy. They actually like elongate your legs because the suede is the same color as your skin. I feel like that really elongates your legs and doesn't kind of cut them off at an awkward point or make them look shorter, if that makes sense. They can just be styled so well, like with the other shoes, with dresses and skirts, along with obviously trousers and things like that. Such a versatile shoe. Again, it would be something that you would wear throughout certain seasons, not all the seasons. And in the UK, because it rains so much, suede, although everyone's obsessed with it at the moment, and I get why, I am too, but it isn't the most practical of materials given we get so much rain. I do have some recommendations for some really great suede protectors. Liquid Proof do one, Crepe Protect. I'll link some down below, some suede protectors. Douse your shoes in that, your Uggs, whatever else you want to protect from the rain. Let them dry out for about 24 hours, and then that does protect them, but it doesn't protect them 100%. So let me show you the shoes from Zara. Okay, so let me know whether you think I should keep them or not. So they're the classic sort of Mary Jane style. They do look very similar to me, to the Miu Miu ones. Beautiful soft suede. They've got a little strap over the front. On the Zara website it said these came up small, but I found them to be true to size unless my feet have shrunk, so yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Then they've got a little gold hardware detail there. The sole doesn't have any grip or anything, so you'd need to be careful, I think, on slippy floors with these. I do prefer it sometimes when shoes have a bit of grip, like these pumps, just because if you're walking around platforms and things, it can be a little bit slippy, especially in the rain, although not ideal for wearing in the rain. But yeah, I just thought these were really nice. They're really understated. They look nice quality because they are real leather, and yeah, £50, I don't think it's too bad for Zara. So yeah, let me know what you think on those. Next up, we're going to talk cardigans. I am a little bit obsessed with cardigans and knitted kind of bomber jackets and things. I have just ordered a brown knitted bomber jacket from Adidas, which I am so excited about. It was new out today. I'm going to actually show that in a vlog or again a fashion video, because if it fits well, I think it's going to be such a gorgeous piece to style up for autumn. But I'm thinking about Ralph Lauren as a brand generally at the moment. I really, really love Ralph Lauren as a brand, and a lot of the pieces I have from there, I just think they really dress up an outfit. They lean into that kind of old money vibe, but it just looks very classy and understated because the logo is so minimal. I have noticed they've changed their logo. I'm not sure what I think about it, to more of like a big sort of, you know, the thing you used to have on your school blazers, like a big crest, that's what it's called, isn't it? It looks a bit more like that. That's the newer logo. I tend to prefer the older logo, but I'm looking for two cardigans, a black and a cream, really good quality, wool blend, something like that. And I would prefer them to be Ralph Lauren cardigans because I feel like they would just really, as I say, elevate and dress up an outfit. You could just be wearing basic blue jeans from H&M, somewhere like that, little suede ballet pumps, a little vest top or long sleeve top. Then you've got your Ralph Lauren cardigan over the top, and I think it just makes the whole outfit just give an overall more expensive and chic vibe. But yeah, I also feel like that's the same with if you have something that's beautiful quality, so a cashmere cardigan, a mohair cardigan, because of like the texture of the fabric and everything, it just elevates the outfit. So not necessarily just thinking about Ralph Lauren, but those are on my radar, particularly the cable knit cardigans, which I will show you on screen and link below. So they are quite pricey though, so I think that hopefully I'll be able to maybe get some discount or something, or maybe I'm going to have a look in Bicester Village or somewhere like that. Bicester Village do have a really good Ralph Lauren, but I don't find the discounts in there are often amazing. So if any of you guys know where to get Ralph Lauren at a good discount, do let me know. But anyway, as my mum would say, one black, one white to go with everything. So that's what I'm looking for in terms of cardigans, and they're just such a great layering piece for autumn and then going into winter as well. Okay, next up, speaking of cashmere, is a cashmere roll neck or something like that. Like I'm thinking an oversized cashmere sweater. I don't want anything like fitted. I want it to feel really like sumptuous, oversized, cozy, snuggly, the kind of thing that you can just snuggle up on the sofa with. I have spotted one in COS, which I think is beautiful. It's burgundy. I'll pop that one on screen. But it is £250, just under. I think it's 249, which I felt was really, really expensive. I don't own much cashmere, and I know it is an expensive fabric anyway. And I believe this is 100% cashmere, so that's where the cost is coming from. The other thing that slightly concerns me with 100% cashmere is the maintenance, and you need to have it dry clean, don't you? So I feel like maybe I should go for a cashmere blend so it's easier to care for. But let me know if you guys are cashmere connoisseurs what you would recommend. Would you recommend more of a cashmere blend or full cashmere? Obviously it's so soft, sumptuous, looks premium, can dress up any outfit, but great for snuggling on the sofa and just feeling cozy and autumnal. But the COS one I actually tried on when we went to Birmingham a while back, and it is beautiful quality and like a beautiful shape. I love a nice funnel neck, not one that's tight to the neck but kind of floppy around the neck. Gives a very kind of like coastal chic relaxed look. I absolutely love that look. So yeah, that is again on my autumn/winter wish list. I'll probably do another one for winter if you guys enjoy this one. Okay, let's talk suede again, and something that's been on my agenda, wish list, whatever you want to call it, for a long time is the Loro piana loafers. Now, these are very expensive. I do feel like they're the kind of thing that I would wear on repeat because I have the Gucci Princeton mules, which I wear non-stop throughout the seasons that they're appropriate to wear them in, which are the transitional seasons, spring, summer, autumn. well, mid-autumn, probably not suitable late autumn, and when it's not raining, of course. However, I feel like I need to add another loafer into my collection because these ones are coming up to needing resoling, and just to preserve them, I think it'd be good to alternate. I also like the fact that the Loro piana ones are just so understated. Like, if you know, you know, but if you don't, they just look like a beautiful quality pair of loafers. But in that vein, when I have been looking at these, because I have been stewing on things like this for sometimes months, sometimes years, I don't make snap decisions, especially when it comes to luxury purchases, unless I'm at Bicester Village, which is really a bad habit, because I feel like that place really gets you and you kind of feel pressured and almost rushed to make decisions on luxury that you wouldn't normally. It's always good to feel a step away from something. But with regards those, I have been looking at them for a long time, and I've come across a brand called, I think it's Scarosso, but the loafers on there are around the £250 mark, which compared to the Loro piana, 750, 800 is still expensive, but nowhere near that price tag. Let me know if you guys have tried anything from that brand, what your thoughts are on it. I will show you on screen and also link them, because they look beautiful quality. They have a very similar vibe, and I feel like they would be a really good addition to my wardrobe. I'm not sure whether to get the ones with backs or the ones without backs. I tend to prefer shoes without backs, even in the colder seasons, just because I get problems with blisters and stuff. There's very few shoes that don't do that to me, the Vivaia ones being one. So yeah, maybe the backless sort of mule version, but I just think they go beautifully with like any kind of trousers for work, again dresses and skirts, and you can wear them casually with blue jeans, with black jeans. Yeah, they're just such a lovely shoe, especially if you get them in a lovely neutral colour like a taupe, a beige, nude, something like that. So yeah, again, that is another thing on my autumn wish list. There are good dupes on the high street as well if you weren't looking for like a higher end, higher quality item like that. So I've seen them in Next, for example. I think I showed some in a vlog that were really cute. I didn't end up keeping them. They were about £40 just because I felt like I want the real deal or as close to the real deal, but you can definitely get some good dupes. M&S often do some nice sort of looking backless mules and leather loafers and that sort of thing, so it's definitely worth checking out the high street if you want kind of the look for less. Okay, next up is a luxury item which has been on my wish list probably for 5 years and I haven't bit the bullet, so maybe I shouldn't. Let me know. It's the Louis Vuitton Speedy bag in the size 20. So at the moment I have the Louis Vuitton Nano Speedy, which is like the smallest one they do, and it is the cutest bag. Like, I think it looks cute. It's Louis Vuitton, which is not a quite luxury brand by any means, but because it's neutral colours, browns, beiges, I do tend to find they go with anything, which is good. And it's the perfect bag for just chucking in your phone, keys and a lip balm or something like that. So I do love it for that. It's so light, you can wear it crossbody and it's very like, it doesn't take over your outfit. It won't fit an iPhone Pro Max in though, that's just one thing to mention on the Nano Speedy. But the Speedy 20 is just a slightly bigger version, and I just feel like you could fit a lot more in that bag. Like, for example, you know, you could fit a bigger iPhone if you had one, you can fit like a few other bits in, like I often need to take medication with me and stuff like that, maybe a comb, some, you know, a vanity, what do you call it, like a mirror. So you could fit quite a lot more in the Louis Vuitton Speedy 20 as opposed to the Nano. But because I have the Nano, I'm kind of like, do I need the Speedy? But maybe it would be a case of selling the Nano and buying the Speedy pre-loved. I'm really not sure. I do think it's a lovely bag and I think it looks really nice styled up, especially in the autumn, just because of the colours, the browns, as I say, and the beiges. So yeah, and I don't think, again, that's going to be too big like on your person to detract too much from your outfit. It is a casual bag, but I do find with the Speedies, if you hand hold them as opposed to wearing them crossbody, I think they can just look quite cute for more of a casual evening as well. So I do find them quite versatile. Even if you're like on holiday and you're walking around a city, they're quite nice because you can tie up the sort of strap and make it shorter and then have it close to your body for security. So yeah, I do like them for that reason. I do think they're good bags. I do think they're very expensive bags. I mean, they are a luxury purchase, but I haven't found anything in that style that's on the high street or even at the higher end price point but not designer that I've really loved. So yeah, that's just something on my kind of wish list, but it's been there for a long time, so I'm not sure whether I will bite the bullet or not. I will talk to you about the Miu Miu bowling bag. This bag is really trending. I don't even know if I'd be able to get it, to be honest with you, because when these bags are trending so highly, it's very difficult to actually get your hands on them. But it's very expensive. As you know, it's a luxury brand, but it's so beautiful, and the suede is gorgeous, gorgeous colour. I do think they do it in different tones and colours, but I'm particularly interested in the brown one that I'll show you on screen. It just looks elegant, like the branding isn't in your face. I feel like that would just dress up any autumn outfit, especially if you could go for a whole suede or brown tonal look. I just think it would look so gorgeous and classy. However, that bag is a trendy bag, so I don't know whether it's timeless enough to invest in, and whether it's better to get something from, you know, a different store or Zara, somewhere like that, because actually Zara have a gorgeous one on their website, which I'll show you, which has a very, very similar vibe for obviously a fraction of the price. I think it's about 30 or 40 pounds or something, but I've seen quite a lot of that style of bag in lots of the stores. I think COS have one, so you could pay sort of a higher price point, still have the beautiful quality. It just doesn't have the Miu Miu branding on it. So it's one of those things, because again, I feel like it's not a timeless bag. It maybe wouldn't be worth investing in, but I do think it is like the chicest thing, especially for autumn. And then finally, something which is a much lower price point, and I don't know why I haven't got these. I think because I had the M&S dupes for so long. It is the Birkenstock Bostons. I love a slip-on shoe. Like throughout the winter, I love wearing like my Ugg Tasmans, which are like the ones with the smaller platform, not the great big platform. So I feel like the Birkenstock Boston are just like the perfect shoe to slip on with wide leg trousers. You can wear them with like more of a casual outfit, definitely a casual shoe. You're not going to probably be wearing them with a dress or anything. I mean, you probably could, but I'm thinking more like blue jeans, brown jeans, leggings, even a nice big oversized jumper and a nice coat. You could wear them with like, as I say, a wide leg trouser, so just see the tops of them poking out. I just think they're just so chic. I love the suede look of them. I love how comfortable they are. But I have, as I say, had the M&S version. Unfortunately, they got ruined in the rain, which is one of the risks of buying suede things, and I wore them so much, like even just like trips to the cinema, they were like the perfect comfy shoe. So I know I'll get my wear out of them. But anyway, that brings me to the end of my autumnal wish list. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support, for watching my vlogs and my videos. I hope you are looking forward to my upcoming fashion hauls. We'll be showing lots of autumn fashion, and then of course we'll be moving on to the winter fashion in not too long, I'm sure. We've got all the coats and cozy things to look forward to. Thanks again, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. If you have anything on your wish list, do let me know in the comments, and I'll speak to you soon.